A bar of pure castile soap weighs 4 ounces and costs $1. Grated on a box grater, it takes less than 2 minutes to reduce to flakes. Those flakes dissolve in warm water inside a washing machine exactly the way a commercial detergent pod does, because they are soap. And soap is what cleans fabric. It has been what cleans fabric for 5,000 years. Washing soda costs $4 for a 55-ounce box. It softens hard water, loosens grease, and lifts ground-in dirt from fiber. Borax costs $5 for a 76-ounce box. It brightens whites, neutralizes odors, and inhibits mold in damp clothing. Mix equal parts grated soap, washing soda, and borax. Store it in a glass jar. Use 1 tablespoon per load. Cost per load, 3 cents. The bottle of detergent sitting on top of your dryer right now costs between $12 and $15. It contains enough liquid for approximately 32 loads. That is 37 to 47 cents per load. 12 times the price. Same result. Before 1946, no American family purchased laundry detergent. The product did not exist. Clothes were washed with soap, bar soap, grated soap, soap flakes. The formula was universal. The results were identical. The cost was negligible. Then a single company introduced a single product and spent more money advertising it than most American towns earned in a year. Within 15 years, the formula that had washed every garment in the country was gone. The American laundry care industry generates $75 billion a year. That includes detergent, fabric softener, dryer sheets, scent boosters, stain removers, bleach alternatives, wrinkle release sprays, and the machines engineered to dispense them. Procter and Gamble alone collects over $16 billion annually from its fabric care division. One company, washing clothes. The average American household runs 300 to 400 loads of laundry per year. At 37 to 47 cents per load for liquid detergent, that is $110 to $190 a year on detergent alone. Add fabric softener at 12 cents per load, another $36 to $48. Dryer sheets at 8 cents per sheet, another $24 to $32. Stain treatment sprays, scent boosters, bleach alternatives, another $20 to $40. Total annual laundry spending for the average household, $200 to $300. Over a decade, that is $2,000 to $3,000. Over a 30-year mortgage, it exceeds $7,000. $7,000 spent on washing clothes. A task that was performed for 3 cents per load, using 3 ingredients that fit in a single jar. Count the products in your laundry room right now. The average American laundry space contains between 5 and 8 separate products. Detergent, softener, dryer sheets, stain spray, bleach, scent beads, wrinkle releaser, color-safe brightener. 8 products to perform a single function that 1 tablespoon of grated soap and 2 powders handled for 2 centuries. Every one of those products is a synthetic formulation, designed not to clean clothes better, but to create a dependency cycle. Fabric softener coats fibers with a thin layer of chemical lubricant. That coating traps odors over time. The trapped odors create a need for scent boosters. The scent boosters leave residue that reduces absorbency. The reduced absorbency creates a need for a different detergent formulated to cut through buildup. Each product creates the problem that the next product solves. The 3-cent formula has no coating, no residue, no fragrance chemicals, no buildup cycle, no subscription, no monthly shipment, no seasonal scent release. Soap cleans the fabric. Washing soda softens the water. Borax brightens and deodorizes. The clothes come out clean, not coated, not perfumed, just clean. The way clean smelled before the industry spent $75 billion a year, convincing you that clean has a scent. In 1946, Procter and Gamble introduced Tide, the first heavy-duty synthetic laundry detergent sold to American consumers. Tide was not made from saponified fat. It was made from petroleum-derived surfactants. Synthetic molecules engineered to mimic the cleaning action of soap without actually being soap. The distinction mattered, not to the consumer, to the manufacturer. Synthetic detergents could be patented. Soap could not. Synthetic detergents could be branded, differentiated, and reformulated every year with a new version at a new price. Soap was soap. It had been the same for 5,000 years. There was no way to own it. The advertising campaign for Tide was unprecedented. Procter and Gamble allocated the equivalent of over $900 million in today's dollars to television and radio advertising in the late 1940s and early 1950s. Across all its brands, with Tide as the flagship, the message was calibrated with precision. Tide was not sold as a substitute for homemade soap. It was sold as evolution, the future, Progress. The implication was clear. Women who still grated bar soap were living in the past. Modern women used Tide. By 1950, Tide had captured 30% of the American detergent market. By 1955, synthetic detergents outsold soap-based laundry products for the first time in history. By 1960, grated bar soap had virtually disappeared from American laundry rooms. The United States Department of Agriculture's Extension Service had distributed bulletins throughout the 1930s and 1940s teaching rural families how to make laundry soap at home. Bulletin AIS 74, published in 1943, provided exact formulas for grated soap laundry compounds. Similar publications from state extension offices across the Midwest and South gave detailed instructions for rendering fat, producing lye, and mixing laundry soap from scratch. By the late 1950s, these bulletins were no longer reprinted. The information was not retracted. It simply stopped circulating. Home economics textbooks followed the same trajectory. A 1942 edition of a standard home economics curriculum included a full chapter on soap making and homemade laundry formulas. By 1958, the same publisher's updated edition replaced that chapter with a consumer guide to selecting commercial detergents. The recipes were gone. In their place, advice on reading product labels and understanding advertising claims. Independent textile research conducted in the decades that followed consistently showed that for standard household soil levels, body oils, food stains, perspiration, environmental dust, the performance difference between traditional soap-based formulas and synthetic detergents was negligible. For the clothes your family wears, to school, to work, and to the dinner table, the 3-cent formula cleans identically, not banned outright, just never reprinted in any USDA bulletin after 1957, never taught in any home economics class after 1960, never tested in any comparison a consumer was ever allowed to see. The formula has 3 ingredients. Every one of them is available at any grocery store or hardware store in America. Total cost for a supply that lasts 6 to 12 months, $10. Here is exactly what each ingredient does, the science behind it, and how to combine them. Ingredient 1. Bar soap, pure Castile or lye soap. A 4-ounce bar of pure Castile soap cost $1 to $2. A 5-ounce of basic lye soap cost $1. If you made your own from the formula in yesterday's video, it costs nothing. The soap is the cleaning agent. At the molecular level, soap is an amphiphilic compound. Each molecule has one end that bonds to water and one end that bonds to oil. When soap molecules encounter body oil, grease, or dirt on fabric, they surround the oil particle, pull it away from the fiber, and suspend it in the wash water. The rinse cycle carries it away. This is the same mechanism every commercial detergent uses. Synthetic surfactants mimic this process using petroleum-derived molecules. The result is identical. The source is different. One comes from fat and alkali. The other comes from a refinery. Grate the bar on the fine side of a standard box grater. A 4-ounce bar produces approximately 1 cup of soap flakes. This takes less than 2 minutes. The flakes dissolve in warm or hot wash water within the first 3 minutes of the cycle. Ingredient 2. Washing soda, sodium carbonate. A 55-ounce box costs $3 to $5 and lasts 3 to 6 months of regular use. Arm & Hammer sells it under the label Super Washing Soda in the laundry aisle of most grocery stores. Washing soda is not baking soda. Baking soda is sodium bicarbonate, a milder compound. Washing soda is sodium carbonate, a stronger alkali with a pH of approximately 11. It serves 2 functions in the formula. First, it softens water. Hard water, water with high concentrations of calcium and magnesium, reduces the effectiveness of soap by forming insoluble compounds called soap scum. Washing soda binds to those minerals and neutralizes them, allowing the soap to work at full efficiency regardless of water hardness. This is the exact function that commercial water softening additives perform. Products like Calgon, which cost $7 to $10 for a fraction of the volume. Second, it boosts cleaning power on grease and protein stains. The high pH breaks down organic compounds, body oil, food grease, blood, perspiration, making them easier for the soap to lift. 1 tablespoon per load is sufficient for normal soil. For heavily soiled work clothes, 2 tablespoons. Ingredient 3. Borax. Sodium tetraborate. A 76-ounce box costs $4 to $6 and lasts 4 to 8 months. 20 Mule Team Borax is the most common brand and is available in the laundry aisle of nearly every American grocery store. Borax is a naturally occurring mineral mined from evaporated lake deposits, primarily in Boron, California. It has been used as a cleaning agent since at least the 8th century, when Arab traders brought it to European markets. In the laundry formula, borax performs 3 functions. It brightens whites by releasing hydrogen peroxide when dissolved in warm water. A mild bleaching agent. It neutralizes odors by stabilizing the pH of the wash water, which inhibits the acid-producing bacteria that cause sour and musty smells. And it inhibits mold and mildew growth in damp fabric, which is why pre-industrial households added it to cloth diapers and kitchen towels. Borax also boosts the effectiveness of the soap by raising the alkalinity of the wash water. Similar to washing soda, but through a different chemical pathway. The 2 powders complement each other. Washing soda handles water hardness and grease breakdown. Borax handles brightening, deodorizing, and antimicrobial action, the formula. Grate 1 bar of pure soap, mix with 1 cup of washing soda and 1 cup of borax. Stir thoroughly. Store in a sealed glass jar. Use 1 tablespoon per standard load. For large or heavily soiled loads, 2 tablespoons. Add the powder directly to the drum before adding clothes. Not to the detergent dispenser, which is calibrated for liquid formulas. This works in top-loading machines, front-loading machines, and high-efficiency machines. The formula is low sudsing. Soap produces less foam than synthetic detergents. Less foam does not mean less cleaning. Foam is cosmetic. It has no cleaning function. It exists in commercial detergents because consumers were trained to associate bubbles with cleaning power. The association is false. The cleaning happens at the molecular level. Not at the surface. What about fabric softener? Commercial fabric softener works by coating fibers with a quaternary ammonium compound, a positively charged molecule that smooths the surface of the fiber and reduces static. Over time, this coating accumulates, reduces absorbency, and traps odors, the Depression-era alternative. White vinegar. Add 1/2 cup of white vinegar to the rinse cycle, either in the fabric softener dispenser or manually at the start of the rinse. Vinegar dissolves mineral residue and soap traces left in the fabric, leaving fibers soft and flexible without any chemical coating. It eliminates static. It does not leave a vinegar smell. The acetic acid evaporates completely during drying. Cost per load, approximately 1 cent. What about dryer sheets? Dryer sheets serve 2 purposes: static reduction and fragrance. Vinegar in the rinse cycle eliminates static. For fragrance, add 2 to 3 drops of essential oil, lavender, lemon, eucalyptus, to a damp washcloth and toss it in the dryer with the wet clothes. The heat disperses the scent through the load. A 15 milliliter bottle of essential oil costs $3 to $5 and lasts 6 months to a year. Cost per load, less than 1 cent. Total cost per load with the complete system: soap, washing soda, borax, vinegar rinse, and essential oil scent. 3 to 5 cents. Total cost per load with the commercial system: detergent, softener, dryer sheet, stain spray, scent booster. 60 to 80 cents. The commercial system costs 12 to 16 times more. The clothes are not 12 to 16 times cleaner. Walk into any farmhouse in rural Missouri in 1934, any row house in Baltimore, any coal camp home in West Virginia, any tenement on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Open the cupboard next to the wash tub. A jar of soap flakes, a box of soda, a box of borax. That was the laundry room, the entire laundry room. No shelf of bottles, no basket of pods, no subscription delivery from an online retailer. A jar, 2 boxes, a washboard, clothes lasted. A work shirt bought in 1930 was expected to last 10 years. Denim overalls lasted a generation. Bed linens were passed from mother to daughter as heirlooms. Not because fabric was magically better, though it was often heavier, but because the cleaning formula did not degrade fibers the way modern synthetic detergents do. Soap cleans and rinses away. Synthetic surfactants leave molecular residue that weakens cellulose and protein fibers over hundreds of cycles. Civil War soldiers' wives washed uniforms with the same formula in camp kettles. Frontier women on the Oregon Trail carried bars of soap and boxes of borax in their wagons alongside flour and salt. Cleaning supplies ranked with food as survival necessities, the formula survived 2 centuries of American life, 2 world wars, a civil war, the worst economic depression in history. It did not survive 15 years of television advertising. Not because it stopped working, because a $75 billion industry needed it to disappear. For $10, 1 bar of soap, 1 box of washing soda, 1 box of borax, you can make a 6-month supply of laundry formula that costs 3 cents per load. Add a gallon of vinegar for the rinse cycle and a bottle of essential oil for scent, and every product in your laundry room is replaced. Starting tonight, no transition, no learning curve. 1 tablespoon in the drum. Press Start, the complete system, including the laundry formula, the soap making process, stain treatment guides, and every other household product replacement is linked in the description below. The Complete Depression-Era Household Manual. 100 formulas that replace every product in your home. The Depression-Era Medicine Cabinet that costs $3. The pharmaceutical industry has spent $600 billion a year making sure you never open it. Every product in your home once had a $0 version. They buried it. Now you know,